stewardess, she had to calm him down because he wanted to get up and see through the window the famous Zagreb film. And the Zagreb film was just like one stylish
She had
city
to calm
house.
him down.
Like there is another anecdote where they brought English queen, where English queen visited Yugoslavia, and they asked her what she wanted to see, and apparently she said Dubrovnik and Zagreb film, and they were so ashamed to take her there that they decided to take her another place else. Yeah. Oh, it's a good story. I'm not kidding. Hmm. And I'm Mihe. We are talking about importance of networking and being really good with other people so that you can get jobs and stuff. Hell yeah. What have you noticed? Tell us. Cheating. Yeah. Uh, I agree. You can, well, you have other qualities that, like, networking shows how good you are with people. Yeah, unfortunately. I agree. The thing is, lots of jobs are like based on I said that or I have this project and I'm inviting you, and lots of it is like spoken word that goes around. My friends right now are working on an application, and I was just like, wait, what? What was there some contest or whatever? And they were like, no, we know this guy, and he knows this guy, and that guy knows that guy, and their friend works there, and she needed the artist, so she said to him, and that's how the word gets around. So that's why networking is very, very important. And sometimes even if it's online, you just won't hear about it. Yeah, yeah. That's a very important thing. Like when artists get jobs that they can't take on at the moment, and then they recommend you because they're good friends or something. Wait, just a second. Just a second. Uh, Wait, a friend is like, are we supposed to hear you? Are we supposed to hear Becca? And I'm just like, you are, and he's like, you don't hear, that people don't hear you. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's not like we would have another opinion on you being heard. It would be just me and you for 10 minutes. Anyway, I hear you perfectly. Uh-huh. Say something.
Okay, is it working now?
I'm checking with the friend.
Mm-hmm. Because it
Uh,
should be the blue snowball.
huh. He's typing.
Yeah.
What the fuck? There's just like tiny glitches here and there, but no words.
No words.
Hmm.
God,
I wish we could like get
freaking.
somebody else to confirm this. Oh, he hears you now.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Who's messaging me? Oh, Becca is messaging me. We have to restart. Hmm.
Is it working? Am I? Can you hear me? Mihe. Fuck's sake. One sec, I need to stop
We apologize for tech.
friggin' Skype. This is so freaking stupid. This is why I run all of my tech checks, and this is why I used to do that, but then I stopped because I got friggin' complacent. Can you hear me now?
What?
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Good. See, now I'm getting annoyed very fast.
Don't be annoyed.
Yeah, I'm annoyed very fast because that's something that I used to check, and I said I wanted to. Whatever.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's all cool now.
10
We can.
episodes in, I
Well,
really kind of wish that we wouldn't have a problem like that.
yeah, we don't anymore, I guess.
Ugh.
Are you alive?
Yep, yeah, we're live.
Yeah, good. Okay. So, confirm to us that you can hear both of us loud
Yes,
and
please,
clear.
because the thing is registering it now.
Oh,
And if it's not, I swear to God, I'm gonna punch my monitor right through.
oh, don't punch anything. It's
Eh,
perfect now, he says.
it better be.
Thank you, Jim, for your kind words. He didn't just say it's good or it's okay, he said it's perf.
Good, good. No, that's just overselling it.
Ah, don't be like that. We deserve the
Mm.
praise. Anyway, since we couldn't hear Becca for the first 10 minutes of the stream, we have to redo our points now.
I'm happy.
Anyway, tonight's topic is networking.
Mm.
So, will you take on?
What?
Come on, our
I
topic
don't remember what I
is
said
networking.
already. I really don't.
Oh, okay. So, our topic is networking tonight,
Mm-hmm.
and we will talk about the importance of it. And lots of artists think that networking equals cheating.
Also, related at some point, we're gonna do something about the importance of doing some checking on your equipment and stuff if it's working pre-show. You know, that's kind of an important thing. So we'll do that another time.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay.
Let's keep that topic for another time, not this
Yeah,
one.
not this one.
It happened, but it's okay now. We
I'm
are
still
all.
annoyed by it.
No, don't be. Have a drink.
No, that'll make me more annoyed by it.
Really?
Yeah,
Like it usually calms me down.
I'm already not
Guess that was
sober.
I was an alcoholic for like 7 years.
Mm.
Oh, fun facts.
I don't know. I'd rather not drink myself into a seizure. Anyway, so yeah, one of the things that I actually noticed a lot, and it's something that I used to think when I was younger, is you know how some people get a job. Are your speakers up that they're like giving feedback? By the way,
What?
I think I'm hearing myself on your speakers.
That shouldn't be,
Well,
I
I
think.
know you don't use headphones, do you?
I don't.
Yeah, so when my voice gets up a little high, it sounds like I'm hearing it from your
Wait, I will just lower your
speakers. Yeah.
down. Okay, now
As long as you can still hear me, but yeah.
I can still
Yeah.
hear you fine.
That's also the other reason why I like it when we start like 10 minutes early, is so I can hear if I can hear myself off of your speakers.
Oh, sorry, I had to take a nap.
Yeah, I know you had to, and that's why I offered to do it an hour later than this.
True.
Yeah. Anyway, so now that we actually do have people in here that will hear the words that we're saying, yeah, when I was younger, I also thought that networking was cheating because I was always thinking, like, how good I am should be what matters, not who I know. But the thing that you gotta realize, like, the older you get, is how important that is, especially in the collaborative arts field, you know, where you're going to be working with teams. It really is very important to work with people that you know you can work with.
Yeah, it's true. Like
Yeah.
there are people that maybe have like they may have artistic skills through the roof, but I would never work with them.
Oh, yeah.
They are either like passive or too bitchy or anything, or I just don't, I don't get them. And I would never work with those people. And if I have to work on a project with somebody, I would always prefer to work with somebody that I know.
Mm-hmm.
Because collaboration in our projects, in big projects, is very, very important. And it's important that you people get each other.
Yeah,
It's not a solo field.
yeah, and the thing is, if you're gonna have to work with somebody, it has to be somebody that you like know. It's better when you know how to prepare for their work patterns or what they do, or you know that like their capabilities. But the other thing is, sorry,
But, sorry, about what?
I'm eating something real quick. Anyway,
Oh, I'm eating too. Oh, guys, do you want to know what I'm eating right now? I'm eating traditional Croatian food from my grandfather's village.
I'm eating not traditional American food from a Weiss, which is some chicken fingers.
Oh, well, you're eating better food than me if that comforts you. Because this is basically flour and water, and then you fry it.
Oh.
And also rakia in it. A bit. But I didn't have it, so I'm eating it without it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of sad. But yeah, it's like really cheap, so I
Yeah.
think you I think you're currently in a much better position
Yeah.
food than I am.
Anyway,
I don't have
but
much of.
what I was saying before, like when it was pointed out that no one can hear me, I was gonna say
Oh, well, they can now. Na zdravlje.
I was gonna say one of the important things about building a good network though is not just having some good connections, but you have to be a good connection for everyone else in your network.
Oh, yeah,
It's a
that's
two
true.
way street, man.
Yeah, it's like if somebody recommends you to a job and they keep recommending you without you giving anything in return,
You make them into a
they will
bad
stop.
you make them
They will
into a
stop.
bad connection.
You can't be an ungrateful bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Ruka ruku mije. Like hand strokes the other hand.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, one of my teachers had recommended a student for a position, like someone who was a former student for a position, and that person got the job, but they did terrible at it, and they never took any recommendations from that teacher again.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah, I've had my friends like recommend me for jobs because like they can't take it at the moment or stuff, and
Yeah.
connections are really good
Mm-hmm.
because of course you will rather hire your friend than somebody that you've never heard of.
Mm-hmm.
Of course you will recommend your friend because they're your friend, you love them, you believe in them,
You
you're
know what they
friends with
need, and you know
your
what they're
face.
capable of.
Yeah, exactly.
You, what's
So
pretty great is when you look into like some shows and stuff, or even like webcomics, just seeing where the connections are there. Actually.
yeah, no, look at that. All webcomic artists promote each other.
Yep.
You will see how's called the chick that does Never Satisfied. you will see her for promoting Monster Kind or the opposite or whatever
Oh,
other kind.
yeah. Like you'll
Yeah, you will
see.
see them promoting each other and having each other ads on their blogs and doing illustrations for each other.
Yeah.
And you have to be in that community to get there
Yeah, and it's
because
like
it all
uh,
comes down to networking.
not to mention when people sort of become ascended fans, like where they're fans of something but then they work for the thing that they were a fan of. Like you know, a lot of Homestuck fan artists ended up working on Hive Swap. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And even like the last couple of flashes for Homestuck and the last few panels for Homestuck too.
yeah,
Um
papers everywhere.
yeah, and aside from that, also look at stuff like
What has she been up to anyway?
who?
Papers.
One more time, sorry.
Papers
Oh, papers
everywhere.
everywhere. I the last I checked, she was just or they were working on Hive Swap. Last I checked.
Yeah, I haven't checked in a while. Oh, sorry for interrupting you. Go on, go on.
Oh, I was gonna say that another place that you can see that is if you look at all the people on some of the the classic cartoons that we watch and stuff. Like on Powerpuff Girls, you'll see, say, Lauren Faust, who ended up being his wife, who ended up creating Friendship is Magic, the My Little Pony's Friendship is Magic.
Oh, I'm watching that right now. Have you
Yep.
seen my pony Sona?
Yes, I did.
Oh, thank you. What do you think of it?
I like it. I think it's cute.
Ah, that's so
Yep.
sweet.
But also
Yeah,
working on,
signing comet.
but also
Like a
you'll
comet of
find.
inspiration.
Oh, I was gonna say also finding like say if you look at the Powerpuff Girls, you'll find working on the Powerpuff Girls, Rob Ronzetti, who did My Life as a Teenage Robot. You'll also see that Gendy Tartakovsky is there, who went on to make Dexter's Lab, and Samurai Jack shout out new episode tonight. You'll also see if you look at Adventure Time, working on Adventure Time was Rebecca Sugar, who of course went on to make Steven Universe. Also, her boyfriend Ian, who ends up, who actually like is getting his show OKKO going. And the thing is, fun fact about that guy, I followed his work way back when he was working on RPG World, which is a webcomic that was left unfinished.
Wow.
Yeah. And then, of course, it's like, look at all the actors that have passed between those shows. Oh, also, on Invader Zim, working on Invader Zim, I believe, was Mike and Brian Bryke of Avatar The Last Airbender fame.
Oh,
Yep.
I don't know any names. I'm kind of bad with them. I'm just like, I can't even meet those people. I live on the other continent.
Yeah. But the thing is, you start recognizing names, you know?
But yeah, that's true. I have to keep my show credits rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing is, let's return for a second on working with people on
Well, that's what
project.
kind of I was getting at, is that these are people in the industry who know each other, who are connected with each other, and probably through each other's work have, gone on and made their own shows, you know?
Yeah, exactly. But right now in college, I'm working on a group animation.
Yep.
There is four of us, and three of us are like good animators. One is like, I don't know. And anyway, I'm really glad that two of my friends ended up in the group with me because it's much easier to get it organized if we are on coffees all the time together and if we know each other and know how the other person works.
Yeah.
And
Definitely,
we are
definitely.
able, and I'm like I ended up as the leader of the project because I'm the most active one there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not that passive in real life as people tend to think I am, I guess. And and I ended up as the project leader, and I have to organize it all, and it's a mess because we don't know what we're doing. Like we have one semester of animation,
Mm-hmm.
and the assistant expects us to like make a short cartoon, and we're just like, what the fuck? Because this is not like American college. We don't have anything about animation. We just have fucking new media.
Yep.
And anyway, it's much easier for me to cooperate with those two friends of mine,
Mm-hmm.
and I can like uh, I know how they work, and I know how to organize it all. I know that this person does a bit more stretched drawings, bit more like uh, lively, and I know how to adapt to her.
Yeah.
So that's very important. And with the fourth person that I don't I don't really like know or like, I have no idea what to expect from her.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea how to discuss the project with her.
Mm-hmm.
With these two, I'm just like, hey, let's do this thing. Let's get this done now. Let's get that done now. And they're like, okay. But with her, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to say how, like, to stress how important it is to know the people you work with.
Yeah. And the thing is, you know what, you also have to keep in mind, like, not just the people that you enjoyed working with, but also the people that had some problems working with. Because even if you don't want to serve as a connection for them, you want to be able to let the people that you work with know how you found other people to work with, you know? So the more people that you end up getting to know, the more people that you end up remembering, the better qualified you are for also advising others, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like, even if you can't join in on a project, if you know for a fact that somebody never finishes their work, it's like, don't don't do anything with that person. They don't finish their work. And then it's like you could just go like, look, if you don't believe me, just look through all their stuff. Tell me if you've ever seen them talking about, you know, say a bunch of projects, but none of them are finished or even started. But one of the other things is also don't waste your connections. You know, like you gotta maintain either the friendship or the like sort of the professional working, like whatever your relationship with the other person is. Try to at least maintain it a little because I don't know if it's true or not, but I kind of feel like I don't have any of the connections I had in college. I only have them on really LinkedIn, and I feel like it's pity LinkedIn, or they forgot that they're friended with me.
Uh, you have to bring them cakes every day.
Oh no, I'm back on the other side of the country again. Dang it!
Well, I'm on the other continent, so
I could probably,
no
you know, I could
aviation
probably
career
send
for
you.
me.
I could probably send you a cake for cheaper than it would take me to fly across the country. Though
Well, send them.
I'll send you a cake then
Oh,
if
please
it
do.
gets through customs.
Oh, I only have Napolitanke right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is sad. Oh, it's like a common man cookie in Croatia.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cheap, and when I was a child, I was always disappointed when I would go like as a guest somewhere, and I would expect something quality, and they had this. But for college students, they're all right. Anyway, I wanted to get back to the networking.
Yeah.
So one of very important people
Mm-hmm.
in my art career is one Christian comic artist.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, my mother made me go to these comic workshops, and I was very a social and introverted at the time, and then didn't want to go, but she made me blah 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 blah. And anyway, I go there, and I go to 24 hours of comic drawing, and there I meet like these comic artists from my city
Mm-hmm.
who later led me on to like meeting some publishers, making connections, and those publishers being like, you know what, when you make a comic, we will publish you, no problem. Like, this person has shown us your work, this person has sent us your drawings. Like they're really good. When the time comes, we will publish you. So I have connections right now.
Mm-hmm.
Which I can put in use once I'm done with my whatever I make,
Mm-hmm.
and that's very important. You meet somebody, that somebody will recommend you to other somebody, that somebody will maybe do something for you, or will send you to the right direction. Right now, since I got in Zagreb, I've been very involved with the comic and artist scene here,
Mm-hmm.
and these people are like now. We started a Facebook group together called Croatian. Wait, I need to translate it.
Mm-hmm.
Croatian author comics.
Oh,
We
author.
wanted to stress that it will be like author comics and that it won't be done for somebody else. And I joined that like little group of people who then meet me, who then meet me with other people.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the people that I'm really good friends with is like I don't know his position, but he works at this Croatian filmmaking studio. Actually, all of them work. in animation studios,
Hmm.
but this one is like he could give me a job in 5 years when I'm done with college,
Oh, that's
and
cool.
it's a very valuable connection to have.
Yeah.
Like I know for sure that once I'm done with the college, he will come up to me and he will ask me to work for him, for his company.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, we went to the concert together. We got drunk a few times. Even smoked weed together.
And that's how you cultivate a good connection.
Fuck yeah. You gotta hang out with people. Not just like business shit.
So what? So because we're talking each week, every 2 weeks, and getting drunk, does that mean we're building a good connection here?
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
That's the
I will
best connection you
recommend you
can.
for a creation
Yeah.
animation studio once I have a job there.
No, but seriously though, I do consider like pretty much everybody I meet a connection in some way or another because I am willing to serve as that for most everyone I meet. But the thing is, like, to be, you have to you cultivate that connection as well as you cultivate the weed in your closet. Anyway, because somebody just said cultivate connection with weed. But anyway,
Actually, on internet,
yeah,
do you remember how we met?
us.
Yeah,
Yeah, I messaged you on your Cardcat Ask blog
yeah,
saying that I
that
really liked
time.
your art.
Shit, that was one was so like good though, like all in character and stuff.
Those are
Also
very
had
good
a good
ask.
URL.
What?
Had a good like link
Mm-hmm.
URL. Anyway,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
that was one of my first connections with
yeah.
people. Yeah,
Oh.
and of course, yeah, and of course, I met you as a friend.
Mm-hmm.
But also we had like stuff like promoting each other, doing the
Yeah,
podcast now
yeah.
together, uh, which is also a valuable connection.
And I do have some wonderful, lovely, awesome friends who are willing to reblog any links I throw at them because they're wonderful people who have more followers than I do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you were like my first connection.
But it's like I would still love those friends. It's like
Mm.
it's just like anybody else in your life though. Um
Yeah, it's not like you're using your friends for
yeah.
those
And
things.
the thing is, it's like if you're upfront about like them being a connection, they know that you're a connection for them as well. So,
Yeah,
I mean, the thing
that
is, like I said, it's always a two-way street. You have to be worth connecting, like, but you also like you have to be able to sort of for some you have to be worth someone else wanting to invest in you in that way. Like invest the time, the energy, the reputation, that kind of thing in pointing you into different directions or putting their name like on you as their support or something like that. Go like, I support this person, that. Like you have to be. That's why I try to be worth connecting to.
um I will like shout out to my Slovenian friend
Okay.
Jim right now.
Hi,
Uh,
Jim.
Hi Jim, you listen to us. You're our tune tester. Anyway, anyway, I renewed Patreon for March, and my patrons are actually Jim's followers.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who like started watching me because he promoted me, because he did me a solid, because hi, oh, he messaged me, hi, I love you. Anyway, I wanted to. This is a great example actually of networking because of his promotions. People saw me, people watched me.
Hmm.
A few people decided to even support me
Hmm.
financially, which is very important, very good. I'm very
Yeah.
glad for that. And the thing is that you don't have to see your friends as like
You know.
boon ticket or something.
Yeah.
It just happens if you
Yeah.
believe in each other.
Yeah.
You believe in that person believes in you.
Hmm.
I have like lots of friends who are younger artists
Hmm.
than me, in Croatia mostly, who I try to support a lot. I invite, like, I'm working on this project right now, Undersong. You can check it out in the links below. We are having
Give me
link
a link.
downs
Give me a
right
link to
now.
Undersong. Actually, I'll put it in here right
Yeah,
now.
that gets us excited,
Yeah.
seeing lots of links. And I try to get my friends into that
Give
because it might be a good chance for them to experience workgroup or experience portfolio. And of
give me a
and
link like right now if you can to
oh,
Undersong.
right now
Yeah, if you can grab one. But do go
my
on.
hands are
I'm sorry.
swelling.
Huh.
Wait, English is too hard to type and to give links at the same time.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, man.
Up, here it goes. Oh, I storyboarded the last song. I'm really happy with it.
I tried, but I think my voice has gone to shit, man.
What?
I tried, but I think my voice, like my oh, I was thinking of like trying out for some voice acting stuff, but my voice has gone to shit.
Ah,
I'm
when did you try that or to join us as an artist? We really need more artists right now.
I can't go as an artist, especially because I'm starting a huge project next Friday.
Yeah. Anyway,
Well, I mean, starting to publicly post said huge project next Friday.
mm, anyway, right now there is a friend of mine
Yeah.
from IRL who is working on the project
Mhm.
because I thought that he could be a good addition to it. I called another friend who is my year younger artist
Mhm.
from my hometown to join us, but she couldn't, unfortunately, because of I don't know. Anyway, nothing big, like nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
she's a person that I actively try, to be a connection for.
Yeah.
I'm in the college that she wants to get in, so I provide her with information and I provide her with examples of this, examples of that. When I was getting into my college, I had a friend. I forgot to put a CD or something in my portfolio,
Mhm.
and the secretary wouldn't let me give it in. Like after the, it wasn't even after the deadline, but once I gave this, I couldn't just give the CD. It remained in my bag. Anyway,
Mhm.
and I had a friend who went to this college, and she sent an email to all the professors, being like, "Please, there is this student that is really quality. Please accept her submission." Even though it's after deadline, even if it's not like correct, please do that because I believe that she deserves to go here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like the power of networking.
Dude, that's super cool. Actually.
Yeah, that was like really huge. Like
Mhm.
it was a really big favor that I couldn't have gotten if I came here and I was just like, oh, I don't know anyone.
Yeah.
Most of my colleagues went to consultations with professors
Mhm.
before they got into,
Mhm.
and they really recommended that. Like, go to this so that the professors can remember you, so that they can memorize your face, your work, and all. I didn't go to that because it was in another city.
Uh.
I'm poor.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, I had my connection too.
Yeah.
Actually, when I didn't put the CD in, my father called this guy who knew one of the teachers who was in the commission,
Mhm.
and I brought my CD to that guy. I left it in some coffee bar, and he was supposed to pick it up, and he was supposed to like throw it into my portfolio. And I wasn't really sure if he was going to do that, so I asked. So that friend was like, "No, we will deliver the CD on our own."
That's good. I'm glad that worked out.
Yeah, so I had two connections at that point, and I have like connections now, and I try to be communicative, to be good with artists, to be friends with them. Not you can just use people to for opportunism
Mhm. Well,
because that recognizes
I was gonna
like
say like the. Oh, sorry, sorry.
you can see when people do that
Yeah.
and when it's dishonest.
But I was gonna say that one of the other things is that it is pretty okay. Like you just have to know where you stand with another person. One of the things is it's perfectly fine to just like know somebody like strictly on a professional level and regard each other as a valuable connection for yourself. You know?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
but no, like
Like
befriending
you don't want to
somebody
be
like a
using.
fake bitch.
Yeah. But like don't like be fake with somebody. Like you just gotta be upfront. Like I mean, I know that if I'm in a position where I can promo people, but I mean most of the people that follow me follow the people that reblog me. So I'm really not like in more of a known position, and I don't really know what my blog style is. But the funny thing is, I still do. I actually still do get messages and stuff like about my horror voice acting, even though I haven't actually posted anything in literal years in terms of horror. But like my links are still up on No Sleep and Chilling Tales, you know? So, I mean, I still have horror connections. At least there's that. I was formally let go from Chilling Tales, but if I ever. But they did say in their message that they gave to me that if I ever started up my own, like, horror channel or website or something to let them know and they'll promo me. So.
Yeah,
I mean, I have
exactly.
that, and I have been thinking about doing like starting to skim through the Reddit boards so that I could do some more narration because I do like it. It's just it's hard to find a lot of good stories of either ambiguous or Luna Girl says that my no sleep stuff is amazing. Thank you. I have
Sure, what?
somebody says
Wait.
my no sleep stuff is great, like the narration that I did.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
refuse to listen to those things.
I
Sorry.
know, but yeah, thank you. See, the thing is, it's like apparently I do some good voice acting work, but I haven't done it in a while. But I would like to start doing it again, and I do have some people I can contact if I would like some promos. And you know what? Sometimes it's nice to just put that out there because you know what? I will not feel shy about sending an email in like a month or a year or however long it is, going like, "Hey, I'm doing this now. Will you give me a promo?" Oh, Luna Girl Sato, I did not recognize Luna Girl. I know you as another Inu fan mostly. I thought I recognized Luna Girl, but I didn't. So that's my buddy Sato, first friend that I made back in college. Probably my bestie from California. Sato, happy late birthday. Anyway, um, but yeah, no, it's fine to be upfront and it's fine to utilize those connections. But one of those things is like that I found is a very hard balance for me is knowing when you're pushing it or not. And I have no idea when when I can appropriately utilize the connection because I have a lot of baggage as somebody who has like a lot of friends in the creative field, but I feel like I'm a useless connection. And this is honestly just sounding like everything I hashed out with my therapist last weekend, which came down to I don't know why I'm such a cowardly shit.
Maybe you're just not drunk enough.
No, basically, I think what we decided is I just need to use Facebook more because most of my friends are on face. Most of my friends from college are active on Facebook, so it
You
might.
must believe in yourself.
Yeah, I need to believe in myself, but I also need to use my social media more.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
real life contacts. Go
yeah.
for coffee with people. Smoke weed with them.
Going
It
for
works
going
for
for coffee
me.
is.
It really
I don't
works for me.
I don't get
I'm
it
gonna
with.
have a job when I graduate because I smoked weed with this guy in animation studio actually.
I mean,
And
some of us might smoke before we go to life drawing, but
yeah, well, like real life connections are great.
that's the other thing.
So are
I've
the
been
online
going.
ones. So are the online ones. I have to say it once again. Shout out to Jim and him promoting me.
Mhm.
Thank you, bro, buddy. You're
Shout out to
keeping me.
Jim. Give me a link.
Shout
Give me a
out.
link for Jim.
Yeah, yeah, good idea.
Give
I
me a
need to
link for
put
Jim. I'm
him on
putting
those
I'm putting
things.
Jim I'm putting Jim in the details for this one.
Put him. He deserves it.
Jim.
Yeah.
There we go.
Though he's the one with more followers.
Yeah. Well then you know what? It's like if I'm to be fair, I gotta. Then that means that I love Jim's work. By the way, like I don't think I've really paid attention to my dash in a while, but I do like Jim's work. I do know of Jim. And speaking of
He's thankful for our promo.
it's like I'm also gonna say speaking of people who are awesome and reblog shit. Shout out to Siggy.
Oh, hi, Siggy.
I
Is
don't
she
know. I
here?
don't know if she's in here, but she did reblog our posts, and also another shout out to Siggy. She did just post a new comic that to her Gumroad. So
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait, I will have to clear up a bit of my desk so I can sit and smoke near the window. Just a second. You talk.
Oh, okay. Oh gosh, what was I just thinking? I'm just saying that it's like basically just um. Let's see. Oh, huh.
Huh?
I'm looking at the thing that you told somebody to post in here, which is
Yeah.
I don't know. Like honestly, as a non-artist, I'm not really interested in 80% of the actual subject matter you talk about, but the way you talk about it and interact is hella fun to listen to.
Oh yeah, that's my friend. I asked her how she
Oh,
likes our
Mo-
podcast because she's not an artist.
Mugen asks a really good question. At what point does connection turn into nepotism, though? It turns
At
into
the
that when
point when
it.
this happens in a Balkan country.
I was gonna
Until
say that it's that it turns into nepotism when the person that you're recommending or the person that you're putting into position isn't qualified for it and doesn't know what they're doing.
a good definition.
Yeah,
Short and sweet.
yeah. Nepotism is when you are showing favor and putting someone into positions based solely on the fact that that they're related to you or that you know them. But the thing is,
It's one thing when you recommend a person who's quality and you know their quality.
yeah, and see that's
Another
what we were.
thing,
Oh, sorry,
oh, it's not Miha, it's Mihe.
Mihe.
Oh, oh, Mugen. I saw you said something up earlier in some Slavic language. Where are you from?
Give it a moment. There's lag.
Oh yeah. Anyway, you speak. I'm still clearing this up. I
What
need
I
a site.
yeah, what I was gonna say is that it turns in like that's a very important distinction to make because that's I think where people actually get. Oh, Mugen says that they're from Bosnia.
Ah, I'm a child. Šta ima? Where you from? Exactly in Bosnia. Bosnia or Herzegovina? That's like the important. Okay, sorry. Anyway, go on. Sorry for interrupting.
Eh.
Oh, this
um,
is really cool. Where did you Where did you find our stream?
somewhere presumably.
Very
Um,
interesting.
yes, you know what? You know what? That's another example of connections. You don't know where somebody found found like your stuff, but it's like through a bunch of different permutations of that. That's why the internet is actually very interesting, is because you could actually like pretty much see those
Yeah, I
connections.
always worry about seeming like hey, where did you find my stream from?
Yep.
But I actually am trying to figure out through which social media they found me.
Yeah.
Which
Same.
social media is the best one to use
Yeah.
at what time? Like,
But oh, I was gonna say that actually because Mugen brought up that very interesting point. When does it just turn into nepotism? And like I said, when they're not at all qualified for the job, but to you it doesn't matter because you could just put them wherever you need them or wherever you want. But I think that's actually where a lot of people
he's from
see it.
Bosnia. He knows that.
Uh, huh?
Oh, it's a Balkan.
What?
We're nepotism professionals.
Oh, okay. Um,
Just kidding.
but I'm trying to organize my thoughts, but it's just so hard right now. Let's talk about. I think that's where the misconception that it's cheating comes from. Actually, is because when people think about how connections help people get jobs, like all they see on that is that they're seeing somebody who's unqualified, like getting a job just because of who they know, not because they're good at what they do and they know somebody who knows that. You know. And I think that's like where a lot of it comes from because also I remember thinking that because I thought it wasn't fair because I wasn't good with people. But the thing is, you just kind of end up learning how to interact with people and how to build those connections for yourself. Whether or not you're good at it is another matter entirely. But I don't know. For me, the pressure comes when you have to be a good connection for somebody, you know? Because it's just like so easy to not be all that important. And when you, like, for me, when you have some kind of like power over anything, um, Like
Well,
for
yeah,
me,
here's the
it's just
thing.
too much
It
pressure.
often does seem unfair, and it often is unfair, and often a person who is less qualified for the job
Mm-hmm.
uh, gets a job that actually maybe I think I deserve because I'm in better quality.
Yep.
But the thing is, that person knew how to use like the media, and that person knew how to promote themselves,
Yep.
and they knew somebody important,
And that person
and
knows that they could do those things.
yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And like, if you can't be a little bitch about that.
Do
You have to learn to develop better connections
you know what the other
or
thing is?
promote yourself better, or maybe you're doing something wrong.
Do you know why being able to get along with other people is also very important?
Yeah.
You could actually get paid less if you don't play nice with others. Even if you're like the best at what you do. Because I actually did hear like a story about somebody who uh oh.
Yeah.
Anyway. But I heard of somebody who actually was very good at their job. Like who was like the best there was, but they were such a terrible hard to work with person, even if their position was important. You know? And and I don't know if they're talking to me or you anymore, honestly.
I'm
Moving.
I'm replying.
Yeah.
I replied. I think we explained the difference pretty well.
Yeah.
Nepotism, somebody that you just
It's
didn't care about quality, but they are there, and
to
connections.
me it
You
turns in
believe in somebody,
to me it becomes like sort of ethically dubious when the person that you appoint is is by all means not qualified for the job.
and they won't trust you another time. Like if you can't
Yeah.
prove that your suggestions are quality,
Yeah.
that person won't trust you another time.
Oh, but I knew but I was as I was saying I knew somebody they got paid like they got like very underpaid because they were such a shit to everybody.
Actually, fun fact: I know a chick who was she has pretty good arts,
Uh-huh.
but she was just like rude and unpleasant. So uh, people didn't want to they didn't want to let her to higher level of college.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, she was just rude. Like okay, and
Wow.
lots of people, and she got into some arguments on this Facebook group that is pretty great for creation for Balkan artists actually,
Uh-huh.
because we all connect there. And like she got into some arguments. I actually agreed with her opinions, but
Uh-huh.
she just was pretty
It's like
aggressive.
you agree with somebody's opinions, but the way that they state them, you're like, God, why do you have to be so offensive about it?
Yeah, and I'm just like, well, you ain't gonna get a job
You,
recommendation
there,
anytime soon, like with that attitude.
yeah, exactly. Like, just
Also, yeah, sorry for my English being extremely shitty tonight.
I'm sorry that I'm extremely like just spacey tonight. I'm just spacing out hardcore. I got like I got shaken up a lot at the beginning. You don't know, like I don't know if you realize, but it's when I get focused on something, when stuff starts messing up, especially when it's stuff that's preventable. It's like then I just start, just everything gets scattered. Everything, absolutely everything, and it's like I have to scramble to pick up the pieces, not just for the stuff that got messed up, but for everything that's supposed to follow that. So now I'm talking in just like sentence fragments. You know what you have to do with those sentence fragments, Mihe? What you have to do is you have to pick them all up, and then you have to put them in the right order after a month of me spilling them everywhere.
Oh, that was oddly specific.
That was supposed to be a joke about a previous conversation that we had today and a narrative style I was telling you about for an audio story.
Yeah, that's a good concept, by the way. Do it,
Thank you. Yes, I think I will.
but like, get it done.
I know.
Don't.
Like the thing is, that's why I'm plotting for it to be done in like July of next year, running into 2019. Because that's one
Yeah.
of those things you have to like get it locked down before you even start recording for it.
Maybe you could do better if you make it on the fast notice.
Well, no, the thing is you have to lock down like the 30 installment structure so that you can start spacing it out so it lands on the right day, because if you have something that lands on the 1st, that and then the next episode is on like the 7th, those two episodes have to make sense after each other, but they also like it's because of how it gets distributed that it needs to get locked down tight. Otherwise, why should I even bother with the narrative style that I'm doing?
Marta,
It means that no, don't even do this narrative concept that you're thinking of, because if you're just gonna do it on the fly, then like for the project that I'm starting next week, I can do that kind of on the fly because I just did the basic outline for it.
Marta dio paljač. Yeah, sorry.
No, I gotta break it. You know, I gotta break it down because I don't think I explained it well enough. If you're saying just do it on the fly,
What?
I don't think I explained it well enough
You
before.
did. I got your gist. You
Yeah.
explained it now, but we need to get back to your topic.
I was gonna say that the first episode could be on the 7th, but that isn't the first like thing chronologically that'll get posted. The first episode, yeah.
You provided a good example in your previous messages.
I don't think I did it good enough because you can't do that on the fly.
Anyway, networking.
Eh, you talk.
I'm rolling a cigarette.
Do you roll it with your mouth?
Well, I'm gonna use my mouth in a second right now. Oh god, that English is hard.
I
What
know.
can I say?
I know. And I spent like I don't know. I don't know what's happening right now.
Anyway,
We have like
what?
10 minutes left, and I'm playing the shit out of some Katamari like between now and Samurai Jack. I know that.
Oh, when's the Samurai Jack? Anyway,
Oh, Samurai Jack's on at 11 here, so that's gonna be like 4 a.m. for you.
so yeah, I'm gonna watch that tomorrow.
Yeah. Have you seen the first part of it yet?
Yep.
Good. Thank you. Finally, somebody has. That I
Yeah,
know.
me and my friends have discussed it.
Okay, tell me, you like Scaramouche, right?
Yep.
That fight was fantastic. Anyway, like about like however many months from now, when Samurai, like 3 months from now, when Samurai Jack is ending, then we'll talk about Samurai Jack.
Yeah, I agree.
Fucking great show. I remember when new episodes were airing. 13 years, man. Anyway, but yeah, no, it's like the thing with like the importance of with the importance of connections can be seen most prominently when you look at like artists that are collaborating. It doesn't just have to be like connections made for business reasons, but you can just like consider just your friendships connections and stuff like that. Every sort of person that you know, or every person that you admire that also like mutually admires you, like those are all connections. Like just even being aware of stuff can be considered a connection sometimes, you know?
I've had friends who influenced me very artistically, like
Yeah.
not as a connection, but just because they thought differently.
Yeah.
Or like they liked this thing, and then I checked out that thing, and like I'm happy that they made me check that out thing. Actually,
Rick and
in the
Morty.
chat, Dorotea Lasic, right now, she introduced me to Homestuck.
Ha!
And because of Homestuck, I drew a shitload and improved in my art, and I met you, and I made, friends with people.
I think I recommended you Rick and Morty, didn't I?
I think that, yeah.
I think that's the best recommendation I've ever made for anybody, because that one was just like one of those, it fits you like a freaking glove, man. Let me tell you, any fictional character, like if there's any compilation of fictional characters that make you up, Rick Sanchez is in there.
Oh, fuck yeah, definitely.
All the Rick Sanchez's.
God, yeah, I agree with that sweet, uncaring philosophy. Also, drinking to forget.
I just like that both of you are useless to me, and I can mathematically prove it. This has been a long time coming. And then he just brings out a blackboard.
Yeah. Oh shit. I need to rewatch it with a friend.
Same.
He never saw it, and I'm just like, well, fuck no, you're seeing it.
Yeah,
You're
actually,
gonna see it.
you know what? I know exactly what I'm doing between now and Samurai Jack, and that's watching more Samurai Jack, actually, because I just started rewatching it.
Oh, I've been thinking to rewatch it.
It's a really good freaking show, man. There's good reason why.
I'm watching My Little Pony right now.
You know what? there's
I
just
made a pony sauna for everyone in the chat.
just
I have to link you my pony sauna.
I'm gonna say with Samurai Jack, that's like a really good like it's a really good show when 13 years later, when the creator is free to do it again, him and most of the crew and like the cast come back and finish it. That's how you know it's a good show.
Goddamn, I can't link stuff.
But actually that's also like an example there, I'd say, of like connections working out right. Like they managed to bring the show back for 10 episodes on Adult Swim, so they get like some more creative freedom in terms of what themes they can explore.
Oh
And
yeah, I saw this and I was like, what the fuck? Was Samurai Jack always this brutal?
no, it used to have a Y
I
set.
was just like, wasn't. I'm remembering it
No,
wrong.
here's what happened. It had a Y7 rating, meaning it was appropriate for ages 7 and up. But now it has a TV 14 rating, which means it's okay for 14 and up. It used to be on Cartoon Network, which was daytime kids shows. Now it's on the Adult Swim on Toonami, which is like nighttime anime.
I remember one more example of.
Yes.
Well, this is actually more nepotism.
Okay.
But my mother, she was a graphic designer, and she introduced me to some people, and then I worked for them. I made illustrations.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's also yeah, this is more nepotism.
You know
But
what
I think I'm
was
quality enough.
you know what was kind of nepotism for me on my part actually? I did a logo design for my mom's company when I was like or my mom's the company my mom works for, because there's only like 5 people there at the time. And I did a logo for them, and I got paid a little because I was a middle school student, because they liked it and they used it, and none of us had any concept of money in terms of that kind of thing back then.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Oh,
work there now, but as an office assistant. My sister does graphics works for them though, but sometimes you'll find some good jobs through nepotism. But like at the same time, I have to prove that I am worth hiring, and I've done that. But I'd rather not be an office assistant.
um, it's I had like a specific thing about networking that I wanted to talk about,
Yeah.
but I forgot what
Oh
it was.
man.
I had a specific thing. I was just like, we need to talk about this. We need to mention this.
You know what? We should have done
We
something else
mentioned, we
tonight.
mentioned, like, let's just give a summary.
Yeah.
We mentioned why networking is important. You get
Yes.
jobs, you get new experience.
Hmm.
You know whether you work with pleasant or unpleasant people.
Yep.
There was something else that I wanted to mention.
Let's see. We've discussed that you have to be a good connection to make it worth like having all your good connections. So
Oh
not
yeah,
only
it all pays back. It all pays back.
yeah,
It all pays back.
yeah,
It's like a circle.
yeah, that's definitely it. Yeah. That's why you'll see like a lot of collaborative efforts between like particular people over time. Is
Yeah,
because they've learned who they work with the best over and over through utilizing those connections.
there are people whose art I admire, but I would never work on a project with them.
Oh god, right?
I just wouldn't. I
Yeah.
don't care if they're the best artist in the world.
Yeah.
I would never. Oh, yeah.
Honestly, that's kind of honestly
This
that's
is the thing that I wanted to mention.
oh, okay.
Creation and American differences.
Yeah.
It's very hard to try to get into an industry that's based in another country,
Yeah.
and you are in some Slavic backwater country. Thanks, Jim, for coining that term. Anyway, I will never be able to like go to cons and meet somebody from Cartoon Network and get offered the job.
Yeah.
However, I at one point
What was
I
that
got
about
a
Marvel?
connection in Marvel. I got a connection in Marvel
Yep, you did.
on one festival,
Yep.
but I did not use it
Yeah. I do remember some of the
because
work that you created around that time though.
huh?
You did some good stuff around that time though. I
I
liked the
like
Avengers stuff you ended up doing.
what stuff?
You did a lot of like drawings of for like Tony Stark in particular.
Oh
Like
yeah,
Iron
yeah,
Man. Yeah.
yeah, but like it didn't interest me.
Yeah.
And I made a comic with this Bosnian guy, and it was such a shitty cooperation because I figured out that it's not what I want to do. And I had that connection, and then that guy changed his email, and I wasn't able to use it. But the thing is that when you're like from Croatia or Bosnia or Serbia or like you won't have as many chances to succeed in the industry
Mm-hmm.
as you would if you live near California
Yeah.
or went to Coloreds.
Yeah.
Like lots of people are like, well, why is Coloreds? Why is Coloreds dominating the industry? Because of connections. It's
Yep.
because of connections.
Yep.
Because they know each other. Because they know who to hire. Because that school produces people who do stuff that the industry needs.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't have when I'm finished my college. I won't have that behind me.
Yeah.
I have connections for creation studios, but
I'll try to be a good
of course, I
connection.
would prefer to work for a high dollar industry in
Yeah.
America for Cartoon Network or
Well, you know,
something.
hopefully, at least with a degree, you have what you need to get a visa to live in America if you ever need to work here, or to work in America if you ever
I
get the
don't know if
chance.
I don't know if I like America enough to move though.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like at least to get it. At least, hopefully, you're qualified to get a visa to work somewhere else if you wanted to go anywhere else. You know, because I don't think I'd be able to qualify for a work visa actually if I wanted to say go work in Vancouver. You know, but then again, that's only just up in Canada. There,
But yeah, like
there's a
I
lot of animation
people.
jobs in Canada.
One of things that I miss in Croatia, although there are a few cons
Mm-hmm.
now, conventions.
Mm-hmm.
There aren't that many,
Mm-hmm.
and they are never industry based for what I need. Like the most dominant artists here are like concept artists and fantasy artists, which is not what I work in.
Yeah, I mean, you know what the thing is? It's like I feel like it would be best if you'd be able to like how how does that work like legally speaking working for a company in another country while not living there, like just working online for them. That's
Well, I have a problem with that actually because in Croatia we pay really high taxes,
mhm.
25%
Mhm.
of stuff like, and that's just one tax, and you have millions of them.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with paying high taxes though. I just have a problem with my country being corrupted and those taxes not going where they are supposed
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah, Mugen like freelancing but like, you know, for other countries. Like how does that
I
work
think this
legally?
is the thing that I do is kind of black marketing. I don't pay taxes on my freelancing stuff.
Mm.
I just transfer it to my bank account.
All you other countries and your weird taxing.
Uh,
I have some
anyway, yeah, I do
yeah.
freelance. And often in Croatia, I work for clients without a contract.
Mhm.
It's hands to hands money
It's under
because
the
of,
table.
yeah, under the table.
Under the table.
Haha, Mihe explained it. True.
Yep.
Like market freelancing.
Anyway, we're an hour in. Did you want to end after an hour?
We can talk a bit more if people are not bored of us.
Well, actually,
There,
it looks
there's,
like we've had 8 people consistently in here the entire time. I'm actually amazed.
yeah, we would actually really appreciate your feedback on this podcast. What you think could be improved, what you like, what you dislike.
Yes, the below is the link to the Tumblr, which I'm
Oh
hoping to.
god, our link dump looks so good
Yeah, look at
though!
that. We have Undersong, we have Jim, we have Siggy. Jim gets an exclamation point.
Ah,
Jim!
Jim!
See, that's a
That's like,
good looking link dump down there. I need to do like some more comprehensive. I need to listen through everything. I'm a terrible person, Mihe. Mihe.
what? Wait,
I'm
I'm
a
still
terrible
watching the
person.
video.
Anyway,
I'm
uh,
gonna roll another one, definitely.
all right.
Oh, hi! The Misanthropic Lord is here.
Apparently, we're very relaxing to listen to.
Oh, that's good stuff. Also, not drunk enough. I'm really low on my stuff tonight.
And
because
I got really terribly drunk and then hungover on Tuesday, so we had a
I
snow
went out.
we had a
I
snow
went out
day.
to party the other day.
We had a snow day on Tuesday, and I ended up drinking a lot during the day, and I ended up hungover the next day at work. So
You had a what on Tuesday?
a snow day.
A snow day?
Oh yeah, it doesn't snow much there because you're in the Mediterranean climate, right?
No.
Does it ever snow there?
Well, in my city, no, but in Zagreb, yes. During the winter, yes,
How
I
much does it?
didn't like it at all.
How much does it snow?
Well, this year there wasn't much snow though,
Hmm.
apparently, but it was too much for me anyway. In my city, it never snows. Like, never. It
Yeah,
snowed one
I know it
time
doesn't
4 years
snow in Split
ago,
though.
and everyone was freaked out. And I didn't go to school for 2 weeks, and there wasn't even much snow. But nothing worked. We didn't have showers or anything, and our hospital was full.
Yeah, see, we're used to a lot of snow in New Jersey actually because
Oh shit!
we're up in the Northeast, so of the U.S. So we get we get butt fucked by snow every season, every winter. But it snowed and there was like a blizzard on Tuesday, and the thing is, it snowed and then it like warmed up. It rained a little, but then it went back down below freezing, and so all of that like wetness hardened into ice on the streets, and it snowed on top of that.
Becca,
Yeah.
I'm literally triggered by you saying these things.
But you see, because of that,
I'm having
we
trauma.
in these snowy places, right? Because of that, we have these things called snow days, which means that it has snowed so much that they're going to spend so much time clearing the roads that cars can't really be on them, so people will be late or just miss days at work or something. So, like, they'll determine whether or not the roads are too dangerous to, like, have school buses go through them, and then they'll declare snow day. And so, like, kids that go to school, their parents have to pay attention to, like, the listings of school closings. Because schools will close, but, like, because we go to such a because we work at such a small company, and me, my mom, and my sister are like, literally 33%, a third of the people who work there. Um, and because my mom is one of my bosses, we can like she can tell us whether or not like we're having a snow day, and my car spins out in too much snow, so I have an old car.
I'm just I'm really sorry for your experience.
Eh.
I'm snow in March. I'm just I feel really bad
Oh, it snowed on
for
my
you
birthday
right now.
before.
If I could see you in real life, I would come up and hug you.
Oh no, no, no! It's actually not all that bad. We've
I,
had
I've
worse.
seen snow. I've seen it this winter. My roommate is
I've
being
been
a
alive
little
to see
bitch.
4 feet of snow. So
Odjebi Marta.
I've been
Bilo je
al-
traumatizirajuće i bilo je
when
grozno
Mihe,
i ne
Mihe,
želim da se više ikad ponovi.
Mihe.
Odjebi.
When I was a little girl, when I was like 4 or 6 or something, it once snowed so much that the snow was higher than me.
The snow was what?
Higher than me. It was taller than
Holy
me. It was
shit.
4 feet of snow. I was 4 years old.
I was in Zagreb once when it snowed for fucking Easter, so don't roll it out yet, buddy. Fuck you, it's not gonna snow. Ne prizivaj, džabla, molim te.
Anyway, do you have anything else to say about networking?
Oh wait, I have a cigarette to finish. Then we
Okay.
can finish the cast.
Eh.
Ha. Mm.
Anyway,
Yeah, what I started saying, any improvements you'd like us to make,
yeah, if there's anything that
any
you would like
topics
us,
you would like us to
yeah,
cover.
yeah, if there's any topics you'd like us to cover, if you'd like us to expand the format in a different way, or do like I don't know, certain types of episodes, like recurring episodes, we've been thinking about doing critiques
Oh
on
yeah,
cast at some point. Like if somebody wanted us to look at a piece of theirs or look at their artwork and then do like a critique, like a pre-recorded critique, and was okay with us posting it, of course with links to your work and stuff like that. That is something we've been thinking about doing. So if anybody was interested in that, just give us a message.
yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
To do some pre-recorded portfolio critiques because we are doing this on Saturday evenings,
Yeah.
and
And
some
I'm
of
fine with
us
it.
have connections to make then.
And I'm
That's
fine
what
with
I
it
want.
that, Mihe, you are currently a college student and also you're 6 hours ahead of me. Currently
Yeah.
5 hours. Because you guys haven't hit daylight savings yet.
Oh, we are having it next week, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure though.
You know what? You guys are probably having it like next week after the actual equinox.
How would you feel an hour of critiques of a single image? Well,
Oh,
we'll
you
do
have
like,
no
oh,
idea, man.
sure, we have lots of to say.
Yeah.
We're very
Like
salty.
Seda, what we would do is actually we would probably get into like redlining stuff and talking about composition and things like that. But it's like, if anything, it would probably be an hour of talking about like a person's recent work or several images. It depends.
Or yeah, whole portfolio, or maybe even two people if it's too little.
Yeah,
We can fill it.
yeah,
But yeah, I often have stuff just flies in on Saturday evenings for me. Uh, Not just me going out
yeah,
for no reason. It's often with the people I'm making connections with, so I don't like, to,
yeah.
yeah.
Because yeah, real life connections are important. I had a lot of those in college, and I just wasted it.
Well, you can make them again.
I can.
Make connections great
I
again.
can. Make anime great again.
Oh, have you heard about Croatian fascists like going on the square
Oh,
and
geez, that is for another day at the start of a different podcast, my friend.
wait. It's just anyway. We are used to their protests, and they were just
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, church and family and Croatian nation. But this time they also pledged support to Trump.
Oh God.
We pledged support to Vatican and to Donald Trump, and it was just. And it was so funny to me, like, okay, I'm used to all of these things, but why is Trump in there? What does
I
he
don't
have to do
know.
with us?
I don't
I don't
know.
know. They placed support to Trump and like had American flag next to Croatian one or
Nope.
something.
Nope.
Yeah.
Politics. I can't wait until a year from now when everything's hopefully settled down and we can talk about other stuff.
Oh, well,
Anyway.
Croatian politics are a new adventure every day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like when I say I hope we don't have to talk about them anymore, I mean, I hope we don't have to talk about American politics as
Yeah, I hope
much
so
as
too.
we have. I would.
I hope so
Yeah.
too. I'm sick of American politics, and I have literally everything
I'm
that you
just.
can connect with them
I'm just
blacklisted,
so
and I
sick of
still see them. I
politics.
still see them,
I'm just so
and
sick
I'm
of
just like, I
politics. I
don't
just want
care.
to draw boobies and be fine. Isn't that all that any of us wants though? Don't isn't that just all that anybody wants? We all just want to just
Radical
draw
first,
boob.
Croatia
We
second.
all just want to draw boobies and not get hassled for it. Okay, this is it. Connection with everybody that just wants to draw boobies and not hassle for it.
Oh, me.
Me.
We
Okay,
can have
cool,
other
cool.
people, but
Okay, I highly recommend Mihe. She wants to draw boobies without being hassled for it.
yes,
And I can tell you that she will not hassle you for drawing boobies.
I will. I solemnly promise I will not harass you for drawing anything that you want,
Thank you.
because it's all fictional and it doesn't matter.
It's literally reality, Mihe.
Wow.
Somebody told me that the point of fiction is to simulate reality, and I'm like, friend, you have no idea what fiction is, do you?
Oh.
But
That's
that's for
actually
another
that's
day.
the opposite of what
But that's for
fiction is
another
all.
day. There's a certain level of realism that people want to portray, but that's for another day.
Wait. Put
What?
this on the podcast list.
What?
Fiction and reality.
What? Oh yeah. I do have that. I
Write it
think.
down. It will be
Oh.
a good podcast.
Let's see. Okay.
Stop king shaming. Preach it, my friend.
Listen, the post that I made was all about because of the fact that I had a ton of anxiety about shipping when I was a kid. But you know what? People being assholes had to turn it into something else, and then I had to start defending freedom of fiction. Because when I was a kid, no, it couldn't be about how when I was a kid, I kept thinking to myself, I can't ship these two characters just because they look good together. I have to have a well thought out reason in my head in case anybody accuses me of not having a good ship. No.
Just like I may disagree with stuff that you draw or the way that you think, but I will defend your right to say it.
Yes.
Voltaire and shit.
Exactly. And on that note, are you good for the evening, Mihe?
Oh yeah, I am.
Yep. You have
We
anything else you
kinda
want to
made
say?
this a bit longer.
What?
We kinda went into other stuff other than networking, but
I
I
am
think we've
okay. I
covered
am
it
okay to
pretty
end it here.
well.
I was only planning on an hour long, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but whatever. It was chill. There are 8 people with us,
Yeah, I know.
so
But
we
it's
can
like
just talk
I feel like
bullshit.
we can end.
Yeah, we could
I
end.
feel like we've covered the subject, and I think we should maybe like I'll go through the list. I'll go through like whatever conversation we had like 3 weeks ago about topics. And hey, that's another goal for this year. On I know on my part and our part is to be more comprehensive with what we're talking about. So I think you know what. Let's after this decide on our topic for next week, and we'll have that in mind, and we'll go in with that. Or not next week, just the week after, because we do every other week, both of us, right?
Yeah, I actually do it when I can because some weeks I have to stay up writing an essay or
All right,
doing
then
some project or I'm going somewhere or
then
whatever.
then 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 after this we'll decide what topic we'll do next time, and when we're able to, we'll do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, once
Anyway,
again,
everybody.
this is any comments on how to improve this are very welcome because both of us are. Wait, are you doing this kind of thing for the first time?
What do you mean?
Like a podcast, mucho podcast where you like talk about stuff.
Huh?
Are you doing this kind of podcast for the first time?
Wait, I don't understand because this is our 10th episode.
Yeah, but no, like general, sometimes drunk, you know.
So
It
just
is our 10th episode,
yeah.
but this kind of podcast, where you talk with another person and comment on stuff,
Uh huh.
is sometimes drunk the first kind of podcast you've done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
So we are doing like yes, we are in the 10th episode, but it's still too little to
Still
get
very
some
new.
things
Very new.
going.
Very new. We've only been going since November.
Yeah, exactly. So any improvements would be pretty great. I know that we can be a bit scattered.
Yeah. But
We are
it's
still
like,
figuring out things.
but if that's
Also,
what,
we
if
get
they end
drunk.
up liking that, that's fine.
Yeah,
The
I know you
format could
get
always
super
change.
relaxed and stuff.
Anyway, any criticism, like just be constructive about it. If you're gonna tell us we suck, tell us why. Anyway, uh, as for that, I think this is a good end to the episode.
Do you want to summarize what we've gone through and finish it?
Um,
Want to say the lasting words?
okay, I guess I'll say, oh yeah, because that's the thing I do, isn't it?
Well, one time you, one time me.
What? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, just say something.
At the end of the day, all you can really do is just work on how valuable you are as a connection and work on your judgment in regards to, how other people fit into that. Because sometimes somebody will be like a really good friend but not a very good connection, and you have to be able to recognize the difference between recommending someone just because they're your friend and or recommending someone because you believe that they have the ability to do it. That's being
Yeah,
a good
definitely,
connection on my
definitely.
part. So, Miche,
Yes.
you have anything else to say?
Well, be good friends with people. Get drunk with them or something.
Smoke weed with them.
Be nice. Be nice to people.
Yeah, basically.
And be honest with people, because there are people who will try to be your friends and then they will just use you for connection. And that's really shitty. And it won't help you. On the contrary, it will fuck you up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know people who befriended my friends just for connections and
Eh.
promos, and that did not get them a good voice because you always figure that out. So be good to people, be friends with people,
Mm-hmm.
and hang out with them.
Treat someone good and they'll treat you good in return.
Exactly.
Yep. At the end of the day, it just comes down to that.
Yeah.
Anyways, have a good night, everybody. Have a good week. I hope you enjoyed listening to us. And again, if you have any criticisms, put them in comment form in some way to our YouTube or to our Tumblr, whichever it is. We'll be back again some Saturday at 7 o'clock EST.
Maybe.
Right. Maybe. Well, it's going to be a
We can
Saturday
move it.
anyway.
It's always a clock earlier or later.
It's always a Saturday. We'll be back
It's
some other
always it's a
Saturday.
Saturday though. Yeah, it's
We'll be
always a
back another
Saturday.
Saturday, everyone. Good night.
Good night.